Walk into most boardrooms and you'll spot the same problem. The security team is reporting in red, amber, and green, while the board is trying to make decisions in dollar terms. Those are two different languages, and that is exactly why cyber risk quantification matters. Cyber risk is one of the most important business risks we face today. It is no longer enough to know that cyber threats exist. Leaders need to understand what those threats could mean for the business in financial terms, operational terms, and strategic terms. That is the value of cyber risk quantification, or CRQ. CRQ helps organizations translate cyber exposure into concrete financial metrics. Instead of relying on vague and subjective labels like high risk or critical risk, leaders can instantly understand what a threat might actually cost, how likely it is to occur, and which risks deserve attention first. That changes the conversation from speculation to decision-making. We take your security posture, the threat landscape you operate in, your controls, and your industry profile, then run a Monte Carlo simulation that models the year ahead hundreds of thousands of times, testing thousands of synthetic and real-world cyber events against your specific assets and defenses, using insurance-grade loss models built from years of real claims data. Out of that comes your exposure in plain financial terms, your average annual loss, your worst-case exposure at extreme probability levels, and exactly which events and attack vectors are driving those numbers, benchmarked against peers in your industry and revenue band. For executives, that matters. Every company has limited time, limited budget, and competing priorities. You cannot protect everything equally. You need to know where the biggest losses are likely to come from, where investment will have the greatest impact, and how to allocate resources with confidence. CRQ makes that possible. It gives leadership a way to compare cyber risk alongside other enterprise risks. It also creates a common language between security teams, finance teams, and the board. When risk is expressed in financial terms, it becomes easier to align around strategy, justify investment, and explain why a particular control, tool, or program matters. And CRQ is not just a report you run once. Continuous control monitoring feeds your live security posture into the quantification engine, so when your environment changes, the numbers move with it. With quantification, cyber risk is no longer a feeling or a color on a chart. It is a figure you can budget against, prioritize investments around, and report to the board with confidence. CRQ also optimizes budget allocation. Rather than spreading effort across every possible vulnerability, organizations can focus on the scenarios that carry the greatest potential impact. Leadership can make better decisions, build stronger resilience, and adopt a more disciplined approach to risk management. That capability is especially important in a world where cyber incidents can disrupt operations, damage reputation, and create financial loss to a catastrophic degree. A breach is not just a technical event. It is a significant business event that needs business-level analysis. The companies that treat cyber risk as a measurable business issue will be better prepared than the ones that treat it as a purely technical one. In the end, cyber risk quantification is about clarity. It helps leaders move from uncertainty to insight, from reactive defense to strategic action, and from opinion-based discussions to informed decisions. A security score might tell you how you compare. Only the financial impact tells you what's actually at stake. That's what CRQ delivers, the shift from describing risk to managing it. What do you think? Are you ready to start seeing your cyber risk in concrete, communicable financial terms? Schedule a demo with us today.